This is a previous year question, only one time they asked. Phenomenology. It's a philosophical study, means a thought process. Phenomenology is nothing but a tool of data collection, but very complex tool of data collection. It's a philosophical, means thought, understanding, analyzing, experiencing, thinking about it. It's a philosophical way. Phenomenology is a philosophical study of the structures of experience of self. So, what experience I have? My behavior, my phenomenon, whatever I do in my life, however my behavior is there. For example, I will tell you a good example. Because 2 years back, one of the student early morning I used to have batches, anthropology batches here itself. So, these are very narrow streets, early morning itself. One autowala had a bed from backside, one of my student, girl student. So, what happened, because of that nothing happened, but she scared. Such sort of incidents, what it will create? It will create a fear in the mind permanently. It will create a fear in the minds of the people permanently. Whenever she walk or whenever she goes, she cannot forget it. Yes or no? Experience. It is a phenomenology, it's a data. So she will come to a conclusion. Wherever, if she is with 10 people also, at one point of time she will rotate backside and then she will look. Anywhere in the world, if this experiences happen. Means the same phenomenology. A phenomenon will be out because of an experience. A phenomenon which will be out because of experience is called as phenomenology. It is fixed. If it is with 100 members also, one she will rotate and she will back. Why? Because that fear will be imprinted. That fear will establish in the mind. That fear will establish in the mind. The same thing. For a child, something happens in the second, third class, fourth class, it will be imprinted in the mind. The same will be going forward. Psychological impact will be there. That is called as phenomenology. Because of the experience of self, what is imprinted in the mind in the form of consciousness is called as phenomenology. A phenomenon will be established, a fixed phenomenon. That is called as phenomenology. So, phenomenology talks about you have to collect the data. What is fixed in their mind? What is imprinted in their mind? What is established in their mind? That is their culture. That is the data. So, when you are collecting the data, phenomenology is a tool of data collection. When you are collecting the data, you have to take the data which is imprinted in the minds of the people. That is the final data in the process of understanding the culture. Phenomenology is a philosophical study of the structures of experience of self, my own experience of self, which is primarily concerned with the systematic reflection on and study of the structures of consciousness. So, how it is imprinted in my consciousness, every time I will be conscious about it. From childhood onwards, everyone told that you cannot do dance properly, you cannot sing properly. Years together you are listening the same. Then what will happen? Never you will try to sing. If you are a good singer also, if you are a good dancer also. Why? Because it is imprinted in the mind and it became the conscious thought. It is fixed. It is established. It is well established. That is called as phenomenology. Studying about the structures of consciousness means in our consciousness what is imprinted? It is fixed. No. With some people we will have some fixed decisions. A prejudices we will have and it will not change also sometimes. That is called as phenomenology. How it comes, sir? Because of experience of self. That is called as phenomenology. Phenomenology is therefore the study of consciousness as experienced from the first person point of view. So, you have to understand that person, what is present in his conscious mind. What is imprinted, that data you have to take, first point of view. So, that person's point of view you have to understand and you have to write the data. That is the original data according to phenomenologists. Phenomenological anthropology refers to a way of doing ethnography, writing cultures, ethnology, comparing the cultures. Ethnography means writing about a culture, ethnology means comparing the cultures, which emphasizes the study of consciousness. Speaking generally, a phenomenology study is one that is grounded in the direct experience of aspects of one's own consciousness. So, in my own consciousness, what is fixed, what is imprinted, that is called as phenomenology. So, in the process of ethnology or ethnography, you have to know about how they are present, how they are imprinted. It is called as phenomenology. What is present in their conscious thought process, what is present in their consciousness, it is called as phenomenology. It's a narrative study, reports the life of a single individual. A phenomenological study describes the meaning of several individuals of their lived experience. So, if everyone is having the same experience in their individual, whether the shared thought, it is a shared thought, whether it is a shared thought, whether it is a shared belief, whether it is a shared experience, when it is a shared thought, a shared belief, shared experience means nothing but a culture which is common among the people. So, everyone is having the same consciousness, everyone is having the same belief, everyone is having the same nature, then it is nothing but culture. So, that you have in phenomenology, we have to find the data from that consciousness of individuals, and if that consciousness of individual is common among everyone, that is called as fixed cultures. Everyone is having the same thing, everyone is having the same belief. Jewish, you knock the door of any Jewish people, whom you hate, I will hate Hitler. Which system you reject more? Nazism we reject more. Which country you hate? Germany we hate. It's fixed because of experience. It became their consciousness. So, which is common among the Jews. So, we can tell that Jewish people are against the Nazism. The Jewish culture is against Nazism. Three elements are there in phenomenology. Number one, the study of the lived experience of persons, means what they experienced. Not others, lived experience means not of others' experience, their own experiences. A consciousness which is building out because of their own experiences. Experience is a conscious process. It's the same thing I am reaching, it will become a conscious process. Everyday dog is there and barking. 20 days you notice it, 21 days you will doubt compulsory it will be there. 22, 23, 24 it will be fixed, a consciousness it will be established. That is called as phenomenon, phenomenology. The development of the essence of this experiences is interpretations. The development of interpretations of the essence of this experiences. So, this experiences, when we are interpreting from the first person point of view, is called as data. This is called as phenomenology. So, experience of self, lived experience, becoming consciousness, that is the original data. And if it is common among the people, that means this is a shared data, shared beliefs, shared values, shared thought process. So, that is nothing but culture. So, in the process of tools of data collection, when you are collecting the data, you have to collect the data which is imprinted in the minds in the form of consciousness, which is fixed and which is because of their experiences. A variety of methods can be used in phenomenological based research, including interviews, conversions, participant observations, action research, focus meetings, and analysis of personal tests. These are all used. Sometimes I will participate with them, I will read some books. So, I will be trying only from the perspective of understanding what is imprinted in their mind. Phenomenon, phenomenology. How I got this? Either by research, like interviews I will do, or conversations by talking with them, or participating, being one among them as a participant observation, Action research, I will be present with them, I will be living with them, and I will be understanding them. Focus meetings and analysis of personal tests. Birsa Munda, if he wrote any book, if I read the Birsa Munda, I will understand properly. Gandhi book if I read, Ambedkar book I read, I will understand his consciousness, by which also I can develop phenomenology. So phenomenology is nothing but because of the experience of self, the thought process which evolved, that understanding is called as phenomenology. That consciousness is called as phenomenology. Okay? Yes, phobia type, yes. See, listen, 100% subjective. See, I took an example of negative. Phobia, positive also it can be. Some people, Mahatma Gandhi means whether we will have any negative, never we will get any negative. We have a positive approach. So, phenomenology, it's not only negative point of view, it can be positive also. So, because of experiences which is imprinted in our mind in the form of consciousness is called as